thank you for being with us this entire time. We're at day 4 again, DJX 2024, and we're here with the great.
Thank you.
Mo
I'm very modest.
Precious.
I'm very modest. I love that sound effect.
No,
but no,
stop.
I'm very humble.
Okay,
When you
good.
say it, I just thank you. But
Yeah.
Hey,
you're the best.
we're
You're
all
the
the
great.
best.
You're the legend.
You're
and I
the
appreciate
best.
that.
We all.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And it's not an arrogant statement or anything like that. It's just us paying respect.
Respect.
You know, you put
Yes.
in the work.
And get the respect.
Hey, it is what it is. And we thank you for sitting down with us. So tell us about what you do.
Okay.
But first, how did you get that name?
So my real name is Mahogany. So many stories about Mahogany. Wood, Diana Ross, all them type of movies. The
Eric
color.
B.
Yeah.
Eric B. and Rakim, they wrote a song about it.
Exactly. Mahogany wood, all that. But if you look at the definition or just the quality of that name, it's precious. So I call myself Most Precious.
Yes.
I started as an artist, so it was just Most Precious. Then in 2012, I moved to put the DJ on it.
What type of artist?
MC. It's write poetry.
Okay. Can you give me a little something?
No.
What?
I could. Sometimes I could
Why
just
you
go off.
always trying to put
I
somebody on the
could.
spot?
Normally I could.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Somebody says, you say, I went to college and I'm a mechanic. And the guy said, can you change my oil? No, I can't.
No, I'm not changing your oil. Not in the middle of an interview. No, I'm not. So, I mean, some people have to
could kick
prepare.
it. I could kick
They
it.
have to
Hey,
set
I
their
just
mind
want to
right.
hear. I want to hear something.
But I'm gonna say
Yeah,
that
come
that
on,
is a
come on.
part of me that's still there because they say you never lose it. But the inspiration of it is not the same for me.
Okay.
So I can still write poetry for sure. That's how I started. I'm a Pac fan. I'm a Lauryn Hill fan. So I
Okay.
could do that with my eyes closed. But as far as the interview sake we are on, my mind is in non-for-profit mode, in networking mode, and meeting two new gentlemen.
We're gonna
I'll
let
kick
that
you
go.
when I send it to you. You add it later.
No, I don't want you to add it. I
joking.
want you to
Yeah,
do
do
it
that.
live.
I know,
Yeah,
I know.
do
You know,
that.
we're gonna send you
That'll
a link.
serve him right.
We're gonna send you a link, and you're gonna get on. And
I'm cool.
then you
I can
gonna-
do that.
Yeah,
I can do that, for sure.
I just think when someone has something that's a part of them, I just like to hear it. And
Yes.
it's not to put them, put
Absolutely.
you on.
It is putting
spot.
people on the spot. Some people just don't function like that.
Well, one thing is for certain. That's your interpretation.
Well, you've asked 2 people today, and they have both said what?
Hey.
No.
And one thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to ask.
Yeah.
And I want
but-
you to ask.
Yes.
Because
So-
normally I am off the top. But I
know
don't
it.
have that vibe right at this moment to be like, let me kick a 16.
and
Let
another,
me show you that I'm mean with the bars that you sick,
There,
that you
there we
sing.
go.
There you
I
go.
know
So I
it.
can
I know
do
it.
it.
I know it.
But I'm not going to do it.
Oh, gosh.
See, and one of the reasons why I asked her, Jeff, because when I first saw her,
That's what she was doing.
no, she was like right here in my grill. I'm talking about in it.
Hello,
Yeah,
Michael.
DMX style.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
One of the greatest. One of the greatest. One of the greatest.
So tell us, how did you came out of whatever you were rapping, poetry, whatever, and then you got into DJing. How did that bug bite you?
So basically, I was on a college radio station. Shout out to the UMSL, the U is what they call it, when I was doing my undergrad.
Shout out.
In psychology and social work.
Okay.
So I ended up doing radio. I first started on Blog Talk Radio when they give you that 15, 30 minutes free. And I've interviewed artists like Raz B, from B2K at the time. So I was like, okay, I can do this. So when I went to the college, I ended up going to the radio station, getting on there, and I actually was the first syndicated DJ because they didn't know nothing about that. Some campuses have radio stations. So I started there and said, hey, you actually, at that time I didn't have no board. I just had the mouse pad on the PC. And I'm just in a vibe. And they like, you should be a DJ. And I'm like, I don't have all
Really?
the techniques and all that. They say, you know music. And at that time I knew music so much that somebody said, hey, you should be a DJ. I don't remember that person who said it, but that was at the era where I was already transitioning out of the artistry and the politics of it. And I'm like, I can still be in music. I can still Did you see that?
Yeah.
I feel the energy as well. But I bounced out of
Okay.
the artistry of it because of the political aspect of it and where it was going.
Okay, go ahead. You good?
Yeah, and where it was going to becoming a DJ that I am today. So
Okay.
it started on me being radio and just knowing music. I didn't have the techniques. I didn't grow up with a DJ in my family. I literally built mine from ground up
Oh, wow.
and still got a lot to go.
Oh, no, we never. If you stop learning, you might as well quit playing.
So
I like
how do you feel?
that.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that decision?
I actually like it because what it's done is it's opened me up in a whole nother world where I'm still able to do artistry. I'm still able to tap into that. I'm here meeting 2 DJs and a mic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I met A-Rock through this, you know, I met a lot of different people trained in my form of art to take me to where there's no limits. There's no limits.
So how are you on the ship? Are you just, let's go?
I have my moments. I'm kind of an introvert.
Really?
You be like, how do you work on the ship when you're an introvert? Because what it is, I have to dig deeper in to build out. So every energy is different. If I don't get no energy, it kind of takes a little bit more for me to build that energy to give it to them. Because I'm introverted. I'm an introverted. So that's how I do it, literally. I have to build that story, build that energy. And then when I'm in my room, don't bother me. Because I need to decompress.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she works with Carnival Cruise Line, by the way, y'all, if you can't tell from the shirt.
Yeah.
I'm rocking Carnival Cruise Lines, Carnival Entertainment here. We came deep.
Yeah,
You know
y'all
what I
did.
mean?
What are
Y'all
y'all,
was
about
deep.
20 deep?
Yeah, close
y'all,
to it.
Y'all was traveling. Y'all had a posse.
Yes.
You
Yes.
still have a posse.
Yes. I saw them in several places,
Several.
and they were always deep.
Like they took over the VIP lounge last night
Yeah.
at the front of the club.
We took it over. It was pioneers.
Did you hear what you said? It was.
But we're partnered with pioneers.
Okay.
I didn't see anybody from Pioneer in
They
that
were
booth.
there. They were there.
No, they were in another booth.
They had been relocated.
Yeah,
We
they had-
bring the fun. You
Yeah,
know?
y'all did. Y'all
We
brought
bring the fun wherever we are. So
I was
watch
like,
out.
oh my God, who was that? They up there dancing. Who was that in that dress last night? That blue dress.
I don't
Was
know.
that the one with the cat ears?
Yeah, lady shapes. It
lady-
wasn't blue. It was like a
Lady
sparkly type of dress.
Yeah, but that was blue,
Yeah,
blue
yeah.
sparkly. I can see really well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very
What did she call
descriptive.
herself? It's a mixture of
No, sir.
Jamaican,
Jamaican.
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 First
Jamaican.
Jamaican. Yeah. She hit us with that.
Wow.
New term. I've never heard of that.
We
But,
were- really?
but I would guess she has about 5 jobs, not 10, but about 5 since we got the American in there. So,
Oh my goodness.
so
This is why this
She
is one of the
got-
dopest
she got
podcasts.
five
Right here. This is why one of the dopest podcasts is right here right now. Wow.
No, we just keep it. We just having a conversation. Just
I love
having a
it.
conversation.
I love it.
But yeah, so
love
no,
it.
y'all. I mean, I walked by. I said, man, they have totally taken over the
oh,
VIP.
even the area that they're in, they're just, like say this is your booth right here. They all on the outside into the other booth. They so deep.
We monopolize.
But
Hey, man,
So-
but it's good to see that and to see us
Yes.
doing that.
And having
so
fun, yeah.
Yes.
that's a great thing, and we definitely commend you for what you're doing and what you will continue
I
to do.
commend you too. I'm gonna interview you right quick. What inspired you to start a podcast and to call it 2 DJs with 1 mic? Wait,
What
with
it-
1 mic? No, a mic.
no, one mic.
What inspired it was I was working on another project, which we were trying to do online radio, and I saw doing a podcast as a way to grow that. And the first person that I interviewed was Jeff. Needless to say, the name that I chose was the same name that he wanted to do for his podcast.
Wow.
And I didn't know it. So he talked to me and he was like, I wanted to do one. I'm like, well, do it. So he started doing a podcast. And eventually we was like, that situation that I was working with, it didn't pan out. So I had to let that go. And we agreed to come together. The hard thing is I don't really remember the whole story of how the name came across, how it came about.
Yeah.
But we thought about two DJs
One
and a microphone.
Yeah, that's what it was all about. So yeah, really, yeah. So yeah, he was doing a podcast. He called me, hey man, let me interview you. Then he told me the name of the podcast. And I was like, really? You didn't stole my... But we didn't even really know each other at the time. So it was really cool. And then things were happening around the city and the industry. So he said he had something that wasn't working out. Hey, would you like to start doing it together? We wanted to interview this one particular guy. And we both wanted to interview him. So we said, hey, let's do it together. So from that interview with Tashawn Jackson, the photographer, it just morphed into two DJs on the mic. And then he started playing with graphics. Created our first logo. It wasn't so. And then we came over to two DJs and one mic, the one we currently rock right now. And it's just been, the rest has been history. All of this is happening in about 2 years. We have about over 100 episodes in the can. So we it's really growing. Big shout out to EV and all the guys that take care of us, get us to the shows. Big shout out to DJX. And it has grown so much in a year. We went from just coming here. I came here last year. I don't know if you were here, but I was a mouse in the house, just like you, introverted, walking around, not saying nothing to nobody, just taking it all in. And now look where we're at today here in less than 1 year.
But I do have a fun fact.
Wow.
Something that happened. It was, and it kind of changed everything. We did our first show, right? Took our podcast on the road. We're sitting in the lounge, interviewing some people. And this voice just comes through the door. I'm talking about loud, and we look up, it's A-Rock. So we're interviewing someone. He walks past the camera, and what are y'all doing? What y'all got going on?
And jumps in the frame.
Yeah. So at first I thought it was he just didn't know no better. but once we found out his background, which is, he's a producer.
Yeah.
That was the plan.
Yeah.
He said, I'm a bum rush the show some kind of way and I'm going to get up in there. But fun fact.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. But no, it was really good. It was fun.
Yeah, it's created a great relationship.
Yeah, Jeff had already, I think you had already
we had
known
already met.
And I met him, and it's been a great situation ever since. He came on, he wanted to work with us. He believed in what we're doing and what we all plan to continue to do. Yeah. And it's just been wonderful.
And he's just elevated the show to a whole nother level.
Oh, yes.
I'll be honest with you, I found it through him. Because, I know A-Rock, and, of course, I'm a fan of EV. I love me some EV.
Yeah.
And then I've been just following the content and following the show, and then to meet y'all here personally. I like to meet the people that I watch. You know what I mean? Be like, hey, kudos to your show, it's amazing. And then the plug, I always like, hey, the plug is A-Rock, and how he puts the content out to make sure you know what's going on. So shout out to everything. I took over y'all show right quick because I was like, I need to ask y'all.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
Because y'all interview everybody else, it's like, hey, well, how did this come about? Let's learn about it. So
I cannot remember the name of that show. What was the name of it? It was going to be a DJ's perspective. So he named his show the exact same thing.
From a DJ's perspective.
Yeah, from a DJ's perspective.
Yeah,
that was good. Yeah,
that's a lineman right there.
Yeah. So then we decided not to do it.
Another funny thing, what brought us together was I interviewed some DJs, and he heard the interviews. He said, he lied to you, right? I'm like, what?
Because, see, I kind of know everybody in the city, and all of them talking about what they could do and their skill. And I'm like, hey, man, them guys lying to you. And
because the show was based on, I asked questions about skills.
Okay.
And I gave DJs the option to submit a 30-minute or a 20-minute mix. And we had 2 segments. First segment, then that middle segment, the mix play, and then we go into the next segment.
Okay.
And we had some people that was submitting some stuff that wasn't,
what they said they could do.
Yeah, it wasn't accurate.
And then they bald-faced lied on some of them.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is.
That was another thing that brought us together.
That's another thing that brought us together. So I was there for the truth. we had somebody in the studio the other day. I said, well, I'm gonna go ahead and light your chair on fire because we about to go in. I mean, because you can't lie to us because we pretty much know everybody. So he was like, well, so I said, well, we're gonna go ahead and add a little gas. Don't make me pull out the charcoal fluid. But nah, he answered everything. But nah, we have fun with it. So we try. Nah, you can't lie. One of us gonna know you or your skill set or something about you or seeing your work. So yeah, one guy, he worked on a radio station. Oh yeah, I did this. And Mike went back and listened to his mixes. Jeff, you know this program, right? So he was using like Ableton or something to cut it. And he was sending me these mixes saying he was actually doing it. And then he came on Mike's show and said this, that, and the other. And then he called Mike, don't play that show because I lied to you.
Yeah.
So y'all make people come correct.
Oh, yeah, yeah. We don't come over here unless you want to be...
Well, if we're interviewing you, here we're talking about the show and so forth. But if we're interviewing you, we're
gonna ask some shit.
We need
I mean,
facts.
just tell the truth. If you don't know how to do something, don't say I can do this, and we know that you can't.
Yeah.
Or we've seen your work, and we've seen those train wrecks or those cars run into each other on the dance floor, or the whole room turn around and go. So we don't allow you to lie to us on the show.
I wasn't gonna go that far, but hey.
I
mean,
well, you know how I am.
You gotta be honest. I'm actually a very humble person, so I know I have areas because I'm still.
We all do.
I'm still the one that didn't come from a family of it or just watch and learn. And I like being around the turntablists, but I'm not a turntablist. And I like how it happens, how you put this.
That's why
I barely use STEM, so I can't say I'm a STEM because I know how they say, oh man, STEM's gonna make everybody think they could DJ. If you use STEMs, everybody can DJ. That's what the saying was.
Well, it was the saying, but they proved.
No,
they learn really quickly. That's not.
No, you gotta still know how to DJ because you gotta catch the beat or the acapella. You can't just throw it out there and it's not.
Don't sound crazy.
Lauryn Hill sound like she playing under Pitbull. No, you can't do that. That ain't gonna work. No. So no, you still gotta know how to DJ.
My goodness.
There's still a timing element that's important to that, and
acapellas are sometimes a little bit faster than they will be on the regular song, or slower.
Yeah.
So yeah. True. We KIRL right over here. We keep it really real. We don't
we need that.
Yeah.
So I wish we had more of that in the artistry world because it wouldn't be half the people out right now.
Yeah, yeah. We ain't gonna go there. See,
that is
Apple phone. What's the deal with the Apple phone?
Yeah.
From the...
No. He was just because he has Android.
Oh well, yeah.
Poor
man, we heard
and then everybody in the crew got Apple.
So we're gonna give you a great story. So a friend of ours that's here, he's friends with this huge artist. So this artist called him and said, "Hey, we can no longer work together unless you come over to Apple."
No, he said we can't talk.
We can't talk. Well, it works.
As much.
You can't do nothing.
Yeah.
So trust me, he went to Apple.
So that's literally all it was.
Yeah.
But it saved him because his phone, he had a situation,
that's the other part
accident,
of
and his phone
with
called
the SOS
the
on the Apple Watch, and it called the paramedics and saved his life.
Yeah.
So tell your friend that story. Switch to Apple because it could save your life.
Eating apples save lives.
Yes. Y'all, I'm surprised we able to still talk. How can we get in contact with you?
Absolutely. I'm DJ Most Precious, DJ MOS, no T, Precious, everywhere, mostpreciouspromotes.com. And if I have the opportunity to talk about my new 501c3,
Please.
It's 2 years in, I'm building it. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of challenges, but it's about building the foundation for youth to dream. As you get asked this question, what do you want to be when you grow up? It's like the normal, go to school, go to trade, go do this. But what if you had unorthodox career that you want to do that doesn't go in school and where you have to really directly meet the people? My foundation is all about giving them that connection to that foundation early. So when they get to college or get to high school or get to wherever after high school, they already have that relationship. That relationship could take them.
You doggone DJs are doing some phenomenal things out here, man.
Yes.
That's really
Most
cool. So that's
dream.
back at home in St. Louis that you're doing
That's both. It was born in St. Louis, but now I'm trying to open a chapter in Columbus because I just got to Columbus, Georgia, so it's a process with that. But yes, based in St. Louis, my hometown. It's called Most Precious Dream Foundation.org. That's with a T.
The
Y'all need
DJ
to support
Most
that.
Precious.
They
See,
need to support
when you said
that.
she was great, she was being humble.
Oh, I know
Yeah,
it. I know
that's
it.
all right.
I wouldn't listen to nothing she said after that, to be honest with you.
And I really appreciate y'all. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much.
So, thank you guys again. Hey, this is our final interview, and
Is
she
it?
has been. I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, we never can
No,
tell.
but I know she got to catch a flight.
Yeah, okay. She
You
has
know,
to go.
and we're gonna let her catch that
A-Rod
flight.
got to go in a little bit, huh?
Yes, no, he got a long drive, and we don't want him driving sleep.
Where y'all from, Texas?
Dallas,
Yeah,
Texas.
Dallas, Texas.
I stayed in Fort Worth like 2 years.
Cowtown.
Cowtown.
No, I was off where
It's all Cowtown.
That's what they call Fort Worth. Cowtown.
Oh, I just stayed off
Did
of
you ever go
McCarty.
down to the stockyards?
Yes, I played at the Neon Moon.
See?
Did you play
that's
country?
Cowtown.
No, they gave me the second room, which was more urban.
Oh, okay.
They had me do country one night, and I'm like, okay, cool, I can do this. I learned line dances, 2 steps and all that, but I was in the second room.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
have your boots on?
I know. I didn't own a pair of boots, and I
Did
lived
you
in
buy
Texas.
one? Did you buy any? Have you bought any?
No.
Do you have a hat?
Yes. I had to think about But thank y'all so much. Thank you.
All right. There you have it. She don't own a pair of boots, and she don't know if she got a hat. So,
Oh, my.
Y'all